So I wanted to have you on to talk about your journey. And I think with the people I talk to and my clients, one of the areas where I find like a lot of limiting beliefs and some confusion is with masculine, feminine, and being able to really have what you want in the area of a romantic relationship. And I've had quite a journey. Hi, Cindy. I've had quite a journey myself in this area in getting to where I am. So I want to share a little bit about that and talk a little bit about that. But then also, I think it's really special what you have and what you've cultivated and the way you show up in your masculine
Mhm.
and what you offer from that place. So I wanted to also have people get a little bit of insight into what your journey's been and how you've gotten there.
Well, let's be clear. In order for me to drop into what you are experiencing, it required you creating an invitation,
Okay.
you being open to me being masculine, to not
Hmm.
squashing me or making me wrong, to I tell people that I work with all the time, the most important thing that a woman can tell a man is very,
Hmm.
very simple. You're a good man,
Hmm.
and allow him to step into that role and not make him wrong for the simplicity of being a man, for being simple. We're simple,
Right.
right? You're the feminine is more complex than the masculine, but
So
to
maybe,
not
yeah, go ahead.
so you allowing me, you not only allowing but celebrating like my simplicity
Hmm.
allowed me to then create as safe a container as I've created without fear of being made wrong.
Right. Okay. Will you just share a little bit about what does the masculine mean to you? What does it mean to you to be in your masculine?
Clear,
Hmm.
the simple. To be in my masculine means to be simple. It means to uh, with all of the complicated craziness that's happening around, I'm here. I'm home.
Hmm.
I'm holding it. Uh, I'm not in minutia. I'm the grand container.
Hmm.
Uh, it's not about control. It's about containment.
Hmm.
It's about removing. It's about removing any attachment to control and just being a container. So
Yeah.
it can be seen as boring,
Mm.
right?
Mm. Hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
It can be seen as boring
Yeah.
when in fact uh, it's creating safety.
Yeah. Um, is that something that you've cultivated, or have you always, or has your relationship with it changed over the years?
I think that maybe intuitively, as you and I alchemized,
Hmm.
I recognized that that was the job. And then with the support of my men
Hmm.
and my men's team and the work that we do and just sort of like dipping my toe into the idea and the possibility. I mean like, oh yeah, so if I do this, this changes this. If I show up this way, like I can control my experience by how I show up.
Hmm.
I have I have total authority over
Hmm.
it. So if I show up for you safe, present,
Hmm.
that allows you to do this, and this. Well, that makes me feel good. Well, we're humans and we're incentive based, and I want to feel good. So if I'm safe and that makes you happy, that makes me feel good. Hey, I won.
Hmm. Hmm.
And that's so it just it's kind of like spinning a soup.
Yeah. I will say with my journey, as you know, but I'll share a little bit. I went through most of my life, well, probably all of my adult life, not in relationship with safe masculine.
Mm,
And I really cultivated and defined what I wanted over the years of not having it, while knowing that I did want to be with a very like masculine partner.
mm,
I had some conflicting beliefs, um, that that masculine partner isn't safe or is a asshole or
mm,
whatever. And also knowing I'd really like to be with someone who's very committed to themselves and committed to their growth and very committed to me, and going like, oh, but that one I'm not going to be attracted to. And I did obviously get to the point where consciously I knew that wasn't true. I knew I could have everything that I wanted together. But I didn't actually quite feel what that could be like until I connected with you,
mm.
really. And so when I met you, I did really see that in you, and I did feel that in you. I'm hearing you say that you've cultivated that more and more over the years since I've known you.
Well, I think you saw the possibility in me because
Hmm.
when you met me, I wasn't me. You saw uh, you saw, and I don't love the word, but you saw potential. I don't like the word potential,
Hmm.
but you saw the possibility.
Hmm.
You saw that I had all of the ingredients.
Hmm.
Okay, so like I was, it was like you're making a soup, right? You put all the stuff in there.
Hmm.
You saw that all the ingredients were there, but the broth wasn't there. There was something
Hmm.
missing. Um, you saw that I was committed, but you also saw that I was frustrated. You
Hmm.
saw that I like you saw me for me, and you saw that if I could just get to that linchpin, that it could pop. And then the way we worked together was that you always invited me into being better.
Hmm.
You, you invited me into being a better version of myself. You you
I
made
accept.
me good.
Hmm.
And the thing about being a man, at least for me, was that the most nourishing thing that I could have from a partner is to be made good.
Hmm.
And if I'm made good, I'll do good.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that's one of the things that always bothered me, was this idea that men are bad. I was like, no, I'm not going to get behind that. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing you say that that's one of the things that has been most powerful for you within our dynamic.
Yeah, it's like it's not just accepting, it's the celebrating.
Hmm. Yeah.
Like it's not just I accept you, it's you're good. You're
Hmm.
cool. Come, yes, yes, come here. Yeah, come contain us. Yes.
Yeah.
Like express yourself. Be yourself.
Yeah. And I think also one of the things that really works for us is the celebration of each other's differences
Yeah. Yeah,
versus
and
the
we're
making
and we're
wrong
quite
of it.
different. We're very aligned and we're very different also, you
Hmm.
know?
Yeah. I want to ask you another question about going back. So when I met you, obviously, like as we've talked about, you've grown a ton since then.
No,
And
you
you're,
don't say.
many people would say you seem like a different person. Um,
A few might say the same for you.
yeah, yeah, I would say so. Um, but one of the things that made me feel so certain and safe with you,
Mm,
despite you not being where you are today, was your commitment to yourself and your commitment to me. Um, I would say even more so your commitment to yourself. So I want to ask you about that? Is that, how did you come by that? And is that something that you cultivated? And what was your relationship with that, and has it changed?
I honestly, I think it had to do with when I was going through those headaches
Mm-hmm.
and I got to the verge of being suicidal,
Mm-hmm.
and um and I and I made a commitment to myself that I was going to go all in on this path and see what happened, and if it didn't happen, that fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it was kind of one of those burn the boats things. Like I'm just going. I'm
Mm-hmm.
and and then I took that approach to everything. I was like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
If I believe in you, you're believed in. It's not it's not gonna be a halfway thing. If I'm gonna work with you, we're family.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's it, I'm not gonna work with you if I don't believe in you. I'm not going to be in a marriage with you if I'm not in. I'm just not going to do it. It's not because to me life is has become about experience and enrichment and the feeling and the depth.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to feel the feelings. I want to experience the experiences, and I want to be in it. And you know, there are times when it's really hard for me. I'm an empath, and you see it, like with Valhalla, and I can't take it, you know, and it's overwhelming, but like I wouldn't trade it for the world. I
Mm-hmm.
want to be in it.
Yeah. You are all in,
I'm all
all
in.
in,
Yeah,
and that is
yeah,
very safe for
yeah,
me. Cool.
yeah.
So what else have you done that you could share that has helped you cultivate yourself to where you are now?
I think it's really important. Well, first of all, having Stacy is really helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Having somebody to contain me that I trust, that will challenge me in a way that I can hear it. It's a challenge without making me wrong,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's like it's she knows how to like move the material in a way where she can be like, yeah, well, without being like, nope,
Yeah.
pop, 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 you know,
Yeah.
like
This
that.
Stacy is a somatic healer that is incredible, and also a dear friend.
Um, my men,
Mm-hmm.
the men's team
Mm-hmm.
is is being held accountable, uh, understanding the places where I'm not supportable,
Mm-hmm.
um, and also recognizing that this isn't just about me. Like I make an impact, and my job in this world, and it's not my job. Like I don't get paid for it. My job in this world is to impact people
Mm-hmm.
so that they impact people, and so I want to do it. I want to do impact people in a good way, so that when they get to the next place, they do something good.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of it. Kind of became this like fireball inside of me where I just want to do it.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing it.
I mean, it's when I work with people who are struggling, I always say, how can we match your talents, your gifts with your purpose? The
Mm-hmm.
moment we match your gifts with your purpose, bingo, we got it. You
Mm-hmm.
know.
Yeah.
So let's find a way to cultivate what are your talents and what do you really, 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 really want to be doing? Really, really, really.
Mm-hmm.
And let's go do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Any advice or insights for couples or even people who are single but want to be in a couple around masculine feminine dynamics?
Yeah. For the feminine, well, for the masculine, uh, be safe. Be conscious of what your intentions are.
Mm-hmm.
Be conscious of your context.
Mm-hmm.
What am I looking to create here? Am I just searching, or am I looking to create a life? What do I want my life to look like? I think it's very important to have a clear understanding of of you what you desire, rather than just aimlessly wandering.
Mm-hmm.
For the feminine, uh, be open,
Mm-hmm.
be willing, uh, own your no,
Mm. That's a good one.
own your no. Be willing to say no.
Mm-hmm.
Don't.
And what makes you say that? Why do you feel that's
Uh,
important?
I think. I think. Uh, I think it's important for both men and women to set boundaries early
Mm-hmm.
when they're dating,
Mm-hmm.
um, because it's really hard to set them later, because you have to take I take that back. I take that back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you stand for? Show up knowing what you stand for.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Owning your no. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Own what you stand for.
Mm-hmm.
So come in, this is what I stand for. Be open about it. There's no games. This is who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. You don't have to put a filter and do all the things. Just be you.
Mm-hmm.
Show up.
Okay. And masculine and feminine, this could be as an energy, right? It doesn't just mean men versus women,
It's not men versus women. I
right?
I, I don't work men versus women,
Yeah.
because it's all, everything is energy.
Mm-hmm.
It just encapsulates in a man or a woman, however it encapsulates. It's energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just the understanding is that the masculine is meant to contain the feminine,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that creates the whole.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the further you're in the masculine, the more the feminine can be expressed,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But it's up to the masculine, because the masculine is the overall container, right? The
Mm-hmm.
overall container. It's up to the masculine to be that masculine, to let the feminine do what she does.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, the feminine moves into the masculine, and then can start to sting the masculine. It starts to
Sting?
become a sting.
Oh, okay.
It starts
What do you mean by
to
that?
That's when the power struggle
Oh, got
happens.
it. Yeah. Yeah, I've been there.
We've all been there.
Yeah. um, does anybody who's on have any questions that they're curious about Scott's journey or our journey together? Anything else you want to add, honey? Yeah.
Me? Um, no, look, I think that your ability as a woman, for me,
Uh-huh.
to usher me into the masculine, to being a king.
Mm-hmm.
You you sort of like doing this. Okay, we got you, 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 has been one of the most important things that ever happened to me.
Mm.
And I tell you this a lot, and I there's no me without you. It doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't happen. Um, your ability to bring out the best in me has been the greatest blessing I could ever ask for.
Mm.
and I love you and I appreciate you and I thank you.
Thank you. It's been an amazing journey so far, getting better and better, and can't wait to see what comes next for
All
us.
right.
Yeah.
I love you.
Thank you. Thank you
Okay.
guys for joining.
Okay.
Bye.